All right, Jim, with Unbreakable, last video was what were your thoughts about your performance in 23.1. Let's talk about what to look for, how to attack 23.2 A and B. For the warm-up, MyoFit gave us a great warm-up we can use. The coaches are already armed with that, so you'll see that when you get here, when the coaches walk you through those things. Logistically, we have lanes set up for 6 groups to go. With each lane, there's a corresponding barbell and stack of weights, so you have all your stuff, all your needs are right there. So when you're competing, you stay in your lane, the weights are right there, you're good. And then when you're done, put it back up so the next heat can go. Everything moves a lot more systematically that way. Also, logistically, have your bar set to how you want it for your first weight you want to hit. Make sure it's something you definitely will hit. You're gonna have about anywhere from 4 to 6 attempts in that 5 minutes. Not much more than that, shouldn't take much more than that. You can hit your numbers and move on. All right, also, so let's talk about setting up with pull-ups. Whether you're doing the pull-ups or you're just jumping up and touching the bar, make sure you're right here and aligned with the posts. So when I jump up, all I have to do is do that. I don't have to look. I don't have to look up. I know when I come off the ground, my feet are underneath me. All I have to do is jump up. If you're strong enough where you can jump and go right into your pull-up, that's gonna be faster than jumping up, getting set, do a big swing and a kip, and then get your pull-up, chin over the bar, come back down. If you're strong enough, jumping straight into it will be faster than kipping, but again, you do what you can, all right? If you can do that, then it just becomes about pacing. So once your setup is here with good with pull-ups, then it comes with the running. As you're running back and forth, a couple things about that. No wasted space. Come over here, come around, turn around, boom, and then go. Or it's a lot faster, just 1, 2, touch, and go. It's not multiple steps. If you're always turning to my right, 1, 2, touch and go. Next time down, left, 1, 2, touch and go. If you're doing 30 reps, always to your right, you're always impacting your right side. Turn your left, even yourself out. Back will thank you for it later. Back with the burpees, you're getting fatigued. You'll see a lot of people will come down and it'll be hips first, then chest, and then hips. So you're compromising your back twice on 1 rep, okay? Put a lot of fatigue on your back twice. Plus with the turns, more back fatigue. It's light, it's body weight, 15 minutes is a lot of reps. Then your back's really gonna come into play for that thruster, all right? Keep those points in mind. For the pacing, it's not all you can go right out of the gate. You should know that by now in a 15-minute WOD. You should be a little bit slower. Test out 2 or 3 minutes. What does that feel like? You want to maintain that pace. You don't want to be going so fast that you ever really need to stop. You want to keep moving through all of the components with the burpees and the running. All right? Once you finish that, it's right into your thruster. Now you'll have a judge. If you're getting videoed, you'll have some data when you're done. Keep the points in mind. Here's what's gonna happen when you start getting fatigued with the weight and also from your capacity. You wanna keep that bar on your shoulders. I can exert force through the floor, through my body, into my shoulder, muscles and skeletons, right into the bar. So if it's sitting on my shoulders, I can exert more force. Once my elbows drop more and the bar comes off and it's off my shoulders, I can exert force, but now the shoulders are holding all the weight, along with your back and core, right? But you're gonna exert less force into the bar. And this is a max effort lift. Keep those elbows up in the bottom. As you're coming up, they're gonna come down a little bit, keeping that shoulder still, the bar still on the shoulders, right? And it's coming up as fast as you can. Now it's all power. It's all power and hips, popping that whip as high as you can because the triceps, typically the most limiting factor in the movement, locks it out, right? You'll see when people really start getting fatigued and tired, a couple things. One, is their back and core strong enough? Do they start collapsing? Weak core, weak back? Or can they maintain that position? Next, when they get ready to pop it up, instead of pushing maximum force, straight line, shortest distance between 2 points straight up, they'll do this. They'll push it out and then back up and get their head through. Now you got this S curve. And every little inch away from optimal position is way more force and leverage out. You're pushing that bar out, it gets really heavy. Holding 100 pounds here is one thing. Holding 100 pounds out here, whole different story, right? Every little inch out. So get your head out of the way, right? Make a little fat kid face. Keep your mouth shut so you don't, in case you hit your chin, you don't cut off your tongue, right? Fat kid face, mouth shut, right? Keep that bar as straight as possible. And it's everything you can. Once you're coming out of that hole, start building momentum, pop that weight up, get your head through, lock out, show control. And each component, the running, there'll be a capacity test, see where you are. There's a skill piece on the pull-ups, there's a strength piece on the pull-ups, there's a capacity test there. There's a technique piece component on the thruster. There's a strength component, there's a power component, there's internal core strength component. All these little factors you'll see where you're good and where you're not as good. So you'll do well this weekend, you'll probably retest, come up with a different strategy, go again, get more data, then you'll have more information on what to do with your accessories and your training going forward once the open is over with. All right? Keep gathering data, take notes, talk to a coach on what to do next, then we keep improving between this year and next year's open. See you soon.